Welcome to Trend to X, trending topics for trending times. Have to ever wondered if one bad decision, one night, one moment of weakness, could make you feel like you destroyed years of your life? That's exactly what happened to someone who shared this story. He says he didn't just ruin a relationship, he ruined how he sees himself forever. But the real question is, did he actually ruin his life? Or is he just trapped in guilt? Today's story is from a man who says he destroyed everything in one night. He had been in a relationship for over 5 years. From the outside, everything probably looked normal. But inside, something wasn't right. And instead of facing the truth about the relationship, he made a decision that he now regrets deeply. He had spent 5 years with this woman, and he tried to convince himself that he loved her. But deep down, he wasn't sure. He remembers the very first night she slept in his arms. She was happy, comfortable, excited about their future. He says the moment stayed with him for years, not because it made him happy, but because he knew something she didn't. He knew he wasn't feeling the same way, but he never ended the relationship, not because he wanted to stay, but because he was afraid of hurting her. So instead of being honest, he stayed. Over time, something strange began to happen in his mind. He says he began hoping she would cheat on him. Why? Because if she cheated, then he wouldn't have to be the one to break her heart. It would give him a reason to leave. But that never happened, and the relationship kept going, year after year. Then one night, he went out drinking with coworkers. Just a normal night, a few drinks, some conversation. But a few drinks turned into too many drinks, and eventually he ended up cheating on his girlfriend. The woman he cheated with was married. He says people knew she was in an open marriage, but to him, that didn't matter, because the moment it happened, he knew he had crossed a line he swore he never would. For him, two things were sacred: marriage and loyalty. And in one night, he broke both of his own moral rules. Shortly after that night, he broke up with his girlfriend, and interestingly, he says something that might surprise people. He doesn't regret the breakup. In fact, he hopes she finds someone who truly loves her, because he realized something important. He should have ended the relationship years earlier, but instead, he betrayed her in order to escape it. Now here's the part that really stuck with me. 9 months later, he says he still feels like his life is over. He says he spent 29 years being a good person, someone who believed cheating was disgusting, someone who respected marriage. And now he feels like all of that disappeared in a single night. He believes he destroyed the person he used to be. Now let's talk about this from a professional perspective, because situations like this are more common than people realize. And there are a few important lessons here. 1. Avoiding the truth creates bigger damage. The biggest mistake in this story wasn't the cheating. It started years earlier, when he realized he didn't truly love his partner, but stayed anyway. Many people do this. They stay because they don't want to hurt someone. But the truth is, avoiding short-term pain often creates long-term damage. A difficult breakup would have been painful, but it would have been honest. 2. Guilt can distort reality. Right now, he believes one night erased 29 years of being a good person. But that's not how human character works. People are not defined by one mistake. They're defined by what they do after the mistake. Do they learn from it? Do they grow from it? Do they change their behavior? Or do they stay stuck in shame forever? 3. Accountability is the first step to healing. What's interesting about this story is that he's not blaming anyone else. Not alcohol, not the other woman, not his ex. He takes responsibility. And that's actually a very important step, because people who take responsibility for their actions are the ones most likely to grow from them. Let's answer some questions people often ask about situations like this. 1. Did he actually ruin his life? No, he made a serious mistake. But mistakes don't define the rest of your life unless you stop growing from them. Many people make bad decisions in relationships. What matters is what you learn from it. 2. Should he tell his ex about the cheating? In most cases, honesty is important. But if the relationship is already over and the confession would only cause pain without helping anyone heal, sometimes the healthiest path is simply moving forward and doing better in future relationships. 3. Why do people stay in relationships they don't truly want? Usually it's because of fear of hurting someone, fear of being alone, comfort and familiarity, or guilt. But staying out of guilt rarely ends well for either person. If you're watching this and you're in a relationship where something feels wrong, don't wait years to address it. Have the hard conversation, because honesty today is almost always better than regret tomorrow. And if you've already made a mistake, remember this. One night does not erase a lifetime, but what you choose to do next will determine who you become moving forward. What do you think? Did this man ruin his life? Or is he being too hard on himself? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy real-life stories like this that explore relationships, mistakes, and personal growth, make sure to subscribe for more stories and advice. Because sometimes the hardest stories teach us the most important lessons. Thanks for watching Trendera X.